How's it going, everybody? This is Brad Clemens again. Today we're going to be talking about the book Giftology. Sorry that we missed last week, but just got caught up on some reading. So here we go, Giftology. This one's by John Ruhlin. You may have seen or heard of him in some parts. He's the guy that has like the metal business cards. I know that's a big staple, something he used to stand out. The metal business cards, steel letterhead. Needless to say, he's all about making a different appearance and gaining attraction and attention in different ways. He owns a marketing corporation, and the big thing that they do is they do unique specialty gifting. And what that means, instead of just, basic postcards, mail letters, handing out trinkets like pens and stuff, they're actually doing unique gifting research and sending that out to, the potential person, that client, customer, supporter, supplier, whatever it may be, whoever it is that gift is going towards. So a quick breakdown. He describes giftology as the art and the science of using gifts to cut through the noise of increasing referrals and strengthen client retention. So bottom line, it is a marketing strategy, but it's more of a relationship building tool. So let's get into it. Let's dive right in. This book, just to start off with, was a very easy read for me. I truly enjoyed the way it was set up. The chapters, quote unquote, were 3-5 pages typically, give or take, and it felt like I was progressing through it at a rapid pace, and it was something I did enjoy going through. As you can see, the book itself, not too big. Let me see how long it is for you. It is 160 pages, but as you can see, big font, lots of space in between. It was definitely written by a business person for a business person that wants to get in, get out, and get to their details quick. And I did enjoy the way that it was set up. I've actually read through it twice now, because I did like the material within it. Some quick takeaways I had. Again, it's about what you give and not how much you give. Not to say though that value doesn't matter. So let's get right into it. If you're looking for a way to market uniquely, this could be a book for you. If you're looking for a way to create a relationship, this could be for you. It's not just for business; it could be for anyone. I know that you might be thinking it's only a business sense in that you're trying to get a customer, trying to get that client. But quite honestly, if you're looking to get a job somewhere, this could be a great way to be, to break the ice and become the known factor amongst a pool of, teaming other, prospective employees. Take, for instance, me with my martial arts industry. I actually just attempted this gifting method. I haven't gotten full results yet because I, haven't seen the person, and I quite honestly, I do not think the gift has fully arrived yet. I believe it's in post. However, there's this one lady that I've worked with. She works at Crocker Park, one of the nearby outlet malls, and she's in director of marketing, more event and event coordination there. She's worked with us for many years now and is a big part to our success. Indirectly, just being able to work with her and get involved with the events that they host, we've been able to bring in lots of leads, trials, and eventual students. So I decided to put this into action. I'll definitely follow up to see how it goes, but bottom line was the field that she's in. She's a marketing professional, does a lot of writing, is on her feet a lot since she's in at events. So we got her a leather monogrammed portfolio. Her initials are going to be monogrammed into it. It is high-grade genuine leather. By no means is it just a simple $20 portfolio you buy at Office Max. By that same standard, we didn't break the bank trying to get it for her, but I feel like it has a nice sentiment. It came in, again, nice leather. It came wrapped in like a suede material, and then in the box, all that stuff. So it nice packaging, gives the appearance that it's a high-class gift. Not something that we just, willy-nilly tossed together and got for her. But the big thing is, as John explained to me in this book, is you want to find something that is not just, a flash in the pan. I chose that gift because it's something I feel like she would use, but it wouldn't be something that she would just buy for herself, so to speak. It's a modern luxury that would be used by her, but it wouldn't be, again, something that she would just set out to buy because a simple portfolio would work just fine normally. So it gets that constant impression and that constant reminder of, us. In that sense, I didn't put the my name on the the portfolio, our company's name. There's nothing on that portfolio to indicate that it's from Horizon ATA, from my martial arts school. All it has is her initials on it. Yes, I did have a card in there, just thanking her for all of her help, all of her support, all of her guidance, but I didn't gift her a karate pass. I didn't gift her something martial arts related. I didn't gift her something and then defile it with my propaganda, with my marketing. And that's something that John explains is huge, is if you put your business all over it, it's no longer a gift. It's just a sales gimmick. And that's what a lot of companies fail to recognize, is they just give out, maybe a t-shirt. Like if you go to an event, a conference, they might give out t-shirts, polo shirts, whatever it may be, to all those that attend, but it has their logo on the shirt. If you work for that company, sure, maybe you'll wear it, but a lot of times people that go to those conferences aren't from that company. And I can't see anyone wearing a shirt that isn't their own company. I say that as, I go to martial arts conferences, but if I was given a shirt for like World Taekwondo Federation or for Kempo Karate, I wouldn't go around wearing that. It'd be cool, but then it'd be donated. I wouldn't wear it. Simple said, like I'm in an organization, so I might wear the organization shirt, but if I was gifted a shirt by another school in my organization, I wouldn't wear that either. It's not personal, but why would I brand their company when I can do it for myself? So there comes a point where it's a gift, sure, but it's more than that. If you put your logo on it, it's now a sales gimmick. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of the notes that I had from Giftology that I think make the difference between having it be an actual genuine gift and just a marketing tool. So let me just get my thoughts here. There's not gonna be any real particular order with this. It's just as I read through the book, this is when I found the key tidbits that could help. So let's get right to it. First things first is by gifting somebody, again, you need to make sure it's genuine. You need to find something that's relatable to them and that's important to them and not just to you. It truly doesn't matter if you like it. What matters is if they like it. And it's a great way for you to acknowledge that that person that you're gifting as a way, acknowledge them for their time, and really just show that they matter to you, because as you know, time is the most precious commodity any person can give you. People talk a lot about how it's, money is important, but it's really your time that's the most important, because there's only so much of it. But yeah, take for instance, if I tasked one of my employees to find that gift for Lisa, especially if you're in a bigger corporation, a lot of times people, they might find a great gift for somebody, but then they feel jealous because they don't get it themselves. So if I was tasking somebody to find that gift, quite honestly, I would probably get two of them. I'd have them find the gift for said person, but since they took so long finding that gift, there's probably going to be a physical, emotional attachment almost to that same gift. So I'd probably give it for them too. I know that costs a little more, but then they feel taken care of as well, not just the outsider. So if you can take care of your people too, it's a win-win-win all around. The supplier, the client, whoever it is that's getting the gift taken care of, that's one win. You're getting that connection. You as a company are getting that connection built, not only with the client, which is part of that, half that win, but also with your employee that found it. So there's two wins. Why? Because the third win is your employee gets a gift and they feel that you take care of them, that you actually care about the time they put into finding that gift. So that's just a quick takeaway if you're looking for a way, that's not terribly expensive to build that morale, to build that rapport with your clients, your customers, and your employees. That could be a way to do it. But let's get back to it. Another thing that I found extremely interesting was to not just go cliche. And what that means is don't just send a box of chocolates, don't send a bottle of wine, don't just send that fruit basket. Everyone does that. You're not going to stand out. And if you don't stand out, what's the point of even doing the gifting? I know as an instructor here, I receive a lot of gifts around Christmas time. And quite honestly, what he explained in it is true. You become entitled and you think you deserve those gifts. And I, fight with that some as well, where I'm like, I almost expect to get some gifts. I'm not saying I should, not saying I'm deserving of it, but I expect it because it's happened in years past. And the gifts I receive are quite honestly, typically, boxes of chocolates, gift cards, cookie platters, basic stuff, cliche stuff, and stuff that everyone does. No one really stands out. I thank every single one of them, but I couldn't tell you who got me something this year. I couldn't tell you who, even if I did remember who brought something, what they got me. They're all the same. By no means does that say I don't appreciate it in the moment, but it doesn't linger, it doesn't last. So a couple things you can do. One, avoid the trafficked holidays. And what that means, don't gift around Christmas. Don't gift around Thanksgiving. They're already getting so much. You'll just become one of many, especially if you do a normal gift. So use a non-trafficked holiday. Random, planned randomness, planned acts of random gifting. You know when it's going to happen, but they don't. And that's what I did with this gift. The portfolio I sent, I mailed it out 3 days ago on Thursday with the anticipation that it'll get there either tomorrow or Tuesday or at the very latest Wednesday for St. Patrick's Day. The card was a little shamrock on it, talking about how, wishing them St. Patrick's Day wishes and all that good stuff. And I was, wrote in there, used, like a nice cliche ad lib saying, "We're lucky we have found you," just to build off the St. Patrick's Day thing. But again, it's not a major gifting holiday. So the competition there is slim. I don't have to worry about, her being inundated with tons of gifts from, friends, colleagues, whomever. I'm going to be one of few, or just the only one, which would be even better. Not to mention the fact it's not just a normal gift. First part, it is something unique. It's not just a box of chocolates. Second, it's something that's related to her field. It's a common luxury. And third, and probably most important, it is personalized to her with her initials on it. So let's talk about that personalization. By having it, personalized to them, it builds that connection. The sweetest word that most people can hear is their own name. People love the sound of their own name. So I put her name on it. It's a first step in personalizing, but it's uniquely theirs. That portfolio can't be anybody else's. Why? It's hers, it's her name. So that builds that connection right away. As for the sense of common luxury, basically what that means, it's something that you use on an everyday basis, but not necessarily of that magnitude. So let's take John's example from the book. He talked about kitchen knives all the time. One of the biggest gifts that he always sent were Cutco knives. We're not talking like, a $5 knife you get at Dollar General here. We're talking the $100 some knives, $500, $700 for a full set. These are awesome knives. They are durable, they are, efficient, they are not the cheapest, but they definitely get the job done and they definitely last and they definitely have an impression. And the reason he chooses that is it's something that people use every day and it's in the kitchen as well. So let's break this down. Why does he choose Cutco knives? We're gonna go through this and we're gonna hit the points that I have as well. So let's start with the concept of this. It's a conversation starter. It's the same part of the reason why I chose a portfolio. So let's go with the knives first. Conversation starter. When people come over, where does everyone normally end up? the kitchen. Why? I don't know. It could be simply that's where the food and drinks are and people like to stay by there. But nonetheless, if there's a party and people are walking around, they're going to see the knives out. People keep, their knife job, the tray, whatever you want to call that, the case, the holder, on their kitchen counters. They're going to see it. If you're having a dinner party and you're carving something, then they'll see the knife then. And they're going to say, oh, wow, that's so cool. And they get to talk about it. My example with Lisa, the portfolio, I'm thinking she'll probably use it. She might even walk around with it at events. It's a nice leather portfolio. It might bring up a conversation of, oh, wow, where'd you get that? I'd love to get one like that too. And then without any hesitation, since it was a pure gift, it didn't have anything from me on it, she'll say, oh, my friends from Horizon 88 got it for me. And then my company, me, I'm brought up in that conversation every time because it's a pure, genuine gift without me trying to force it upon her. So it's a natural conversation. So conversation starter, that's one part. What else we got? Going back to the knives. So we got the conversation starter. 2, it can be broken down into a set. So take the knives. You could you could purchase all of them at once, but you probably won't want to send $500 worth of knives in one gift. That's gonna make that person feel uncomfortable. So maybe you'll send the kitchen, the chef's knife first. Maybe after that you send the paring knife, and so on. So all of a sudden that $500 purchase is spread out over the course of, let's say, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it may be. And you're sending out a gift every other quarter, every quarter, every other month, whatever it is. So you keep that in mind. You keep yourself in that person's mind by your random acts of gifting. You know the schedule, but they don't. And slowly they're building to their collection. So you stay relevant, you stay in focus, and you keep building that relationship because you're always there. Take my leather portfolio. If I want, I could do more. I gave the leather portfolio this time. Maybe next time I could do a leather satchel. Maybe after that, I can get a really nice, pen or something that goes with it all. There's a lot I can do with this, but it's in her field. It's something that she would use. So it's relevant to her. The knives would be relevant to you send. And then the other part is where he has a better step than I do. And the reason I haven't done this is I don't know her family that as well. I still need to build that connection. But by doing the knives, you're not just gifting one person, you're gifting the entire family. So that's a unique way of doing it, is you're not just reaching to one. The last thing you want to do is just gift like a trip to an executive, because they're away from family a lot. So you want to do something that's either for their entire family, where they can go somewhere, or just at home, where they can all use it. So a couple ways you can keep on top of this is by having a gifting journal. Know who you're gifting, know what you've gifted, or just keep track of your ideas. If this is something you want to try out, you can get started with your friends, your family. If you want to try it with some colleagues, clients, suppliers, whomever, you can do that as well. And it's not to say you have to start expensive. I'm not saying that you want to go cheap. If all you can gift is $100 in a month, then I would choose one person to gift and find something that's very nice for that $100. If you have $500 available, maybe choose 2-3 people that you can gift. Again, find something that's high of value. And don't just go to Macy's and buy a bottle, $100 bottle of perfume. That's not gonna do it. Personalized is a good way to go. Locally sourced, good way to go. Why? It's not something they can just find anywhere. Personalized and local, probably the best option. Because you want something that they won't just buy for themselves, but it's something they would love and that they would use every day. So that's where the drill comes in. That's where the concept comes in. I know with my dad, I tried this out. I've always had a little harder time finding a gift for him. He's a tax preparer. He always goes around with his briefcase, so I got him a personalized fine leather briefcase. Something that I don't see him every day anymore, that whenever he uses it, he's gonna think of me. And that's what I love to have. That's what I love, is that it's something that he'll use, but also still keeps that connection in mind. And I feel like that's what a gift should be. I know I've spent a lot of time in my years past, whether gifting for friends or family, just getting something I thought was, neat, or something that was, I thought, special, but quite honestly, how often would they actually use it or see it? I know I've been gifted a lot of stuff that was, cool or neat, but I use it once, twice, or, maybe once in a blue moon, but otherwise it's sitting on a shelf or in a closet collecting dust. So what's the real win there? A luxury that you never use, or a common luxury that you'll see every day and remind you of that person? So that's what my biggest takeaway were. Again, great book. If you're looking for a way to gift better for work purposes, personal use, whatever it may be, this is a very good read. Definitely helped me realize what gifting is about a little more. Not only talking about how you can use it for marketing and relationship building, but just even personal use. It helped me pick out gifts this past holiday season that were more relevant and more appreciated and received by my family. They were gifts that they actually truly liked getting, and I was excited to give them. It was one of the first few times where I've actually been excited to give, because I knew it was something they'd really enjoy and really want and really use, not just once, but always have with them or always have that connection. So again, takeaways. You learn what gifting is, and you realize how it can be used as a marketing and relationship building tool. He talks about how you have to find a gift that's relevant to that person, the common luxury, avoiding the cliches and avoiding the traffic, so you stand out and you actually have an impression made. If you're looking for any of this, I do recommend the book. As always, I'll put the link to the book in the show notes below. If it's something you've read, comment below. I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love to hear about your thoughts about the book. If you've ever done any of the Giftology, if you've ever done any gifting in his methodology, let me know. I'd love to hear how it went for you. If you have any thoughts about what I should read next or about what you're reading, let me know as well. I'm always always ready, always learn for more. Right now I'm finishing up Simon Sinek's book, so that one I'll probably be looking to have up next week. Again, I'll have that in the show notes below if you want to read along with me. But otherwise, let's get to it. Love doing these with you guys. Hope it gives you some value. And until next week, let's keep reading. We'll see you then.